This is Dragon Age 2.
This game sucks.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I like this game.
Alright, mood established. This is a game that we have internally spoken about many times. We are all of varying different opinions on it. Sam really likes it.
I really like this game.
It's one of your favorite games?
It's one of my favorite games.
Of the Dragon Ages, is it your favorite?
I mean, honestly, it's the tightest. I think it might be the best. I like it a lot. I'm the most emotionally attached to this one. Fight me.
Okay. Also, Rachel did confirm it was 2011.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just jump into this. I have very limited experience. I have an hour into this game, I think is the farthest I've ever gotten. Yeah. So I've done character creation. I'm familiar with this screen. Hey, what
hawk would you like to play as?
Fem Hawk.
Yeah, female hawk, please.
All hawks are good hawks, but Fem Hawks are best.
Okay, we'll play as a female hawk, but also what you said was like objectively wrong, but okay.
Okay, some hawks are better than others, but all hawks are good.
I wanted to play as male hawk just because male hawk sucks so bad.
What? But Fem Hawk is so good.
We'll play Fem Hawk.
We'll play Fem Hawk.
That's fine.
What class are we playing?
Okay, here's the thing. I have opinions, but Jack's piloting. So, Jack, which class are you most comfortable with?
Probably rogue, but we can do whatever. Like, I have no opinions on class.
Now, you played it before, a little bit. Yeah. Which class did you play last time?
I played warrior.
Okay.
I'm saying rogue as in whenever I played Inquisition, I played rogue. And
okay, they're pretty similar. Yeah. The battle tactics are... I'm trying to think. They're better than the first one.
That doesn't
Not
take
quite
much.
as good as Inquisition, so...
I'm imagining that Rogue is, if it's anything at all like Inquisition, it's busted wide open as far as like
once you get to
DPS,
that point, yeah.
I don't know when I played, because I played some of this game and then I stopped because I didn't want to play it anymore. But then I watched all the cutscenes, so I'm familiar with the story, which I enjoy.
If you want busted, you play.
But I play mage all the time.
Mage.
Oh yeah, mage is kind of busted.
Okay. I mean, we can play as mage. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm also biased because I always play mages in games though, so it may just be easier for me.
Two-handed warrior is best option, but
all right,
of course.
I would like to start on a point of commonality between us, though.
The best.
Everyone in this room likes Varric, though, right?
Varric's perfect.
He's the best
Varric's
character in Dragon Age,
easily, and it's
he's one of my
not
favorite
really
characters,
even close.
bar none.
Yeah.
Like
he's my favorite character, bar none.
You're telling me you like the ginger dwarf who's kind of an asshole but
Yes.
well-meaning?
so
Crazy. Yeah.
I like this dramatic ass opening.
It's so narrative. A key theme in this entire game.
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, seeker of the Chantry.
I guess it's a different graphics than Sandra actually looks like super different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Varric
Looks a lot
mostly
older in Inquisition.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems fair. She's going through some shit there. But Dragon Age also has like a history of having characters look very different in between games. Because like the difference between Isabel and in Origins and Isabel in this game is wildly different.
I'd say Morgan looks the same in all three.
Yeah, but she has a but she's the main character, so
She has a very
Look
iconic
at
design.
comparisons of Alistair. That's a wild time.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I just get this out in the open? This
Let's
game
get-
looks like shit.
Oh yeah. It's not okay. I will
I do
to
remember
its
it looking
credit,
better.
I will give it, you know what, man? I'll give it a little credit. It is 2011 when this game came out.
Hey man, same company, Mass Effect 2
Same
came
year,
out a year
earlier,
before,
actually. Yeah, it super did.
Looks
2010.
great.
They
Yeah.
have a really tight budget.
They were on a very tight budget. They were working with very
You know
limited
what?
resources.
Fair enough.
No budget, no time, and they still made something I adore.
Okay.
Okay, now you're not kick ass.
Okay. Alright.
Just main action button.
Yeah, I know. It's been a second.
And I don't think you've never played this on mouse and keyboard
I've
either.
never played this on mouse.
We were a little
Yeah.
handicapped at the moment.
Yeah. We tried to make this work with the controller earlier. This game doesn't have controller support at all.
But that's
so.
okay, you've got Carver on your team, and he's best brother.
I don't know about that.
Carver's great! I actually haven't played a whole game playthrough with Carver as an ally yet because I'm so opposed to playing as a mage. So I'm always missing some good Carver content.
I have feelings about Carver.
Okay. You want to share
Just
them?
because where I ended up, I didn't bring my brother to the... I mean, is it spoilers for...
Oh, I don't care about spoilers.
Okay. I didn't take him onto the deep road, so he didn't get the chance to become what do you call it?
A Grey
A
Warden.
warden, or just die. And if you don't do either of those, he becomes a Templar, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It'd be edgy.
And Templars are dicks.
Hey, here's a
I have complicated
secret.
with Templars.
Mage and Templars both kind of suck.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Templars are a
Yeah.
highly exploited class. It's, whole thing.
I'll deal with them.
So are we going for Red Hawk run?
I don't know.
Because if you mainline one particular style,
Yeah,
you get better.
I know how these games. I know how these games
But
do.
are we
Jack's
going-
played a Mass Effect once or
But are we
twice.
going Red Hawk or
I'm being a dick to my brother.
know?
As
Hey,
is tradition. Yeah. I do have abilities. I just can barely
I
see
thought
them.
everyone
Well,
just
now you
meant
have
like
abilities.
purple
You didn't
hawk.
earlier.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Like,
It's just hard to see because they're like slightly off screen, so I don't really know what I'm working with here. Oh god.
Dying a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Cornwanda, hell yeah.
what was it, original?
Cornwallis. No, because it was Cornwallis, and Cornwally was the dog.
Okay,
No,
I
like
mean,
the imps from Doom.
They're
Those
very.
look
It's a different
interesting.
take on them than the. Trying to remember what all they call the different classifications in Origin. Because they had a more diverse design palette in Origins when it came to the Dark
There we go.
There you go.
Let's go. Come on, Fireball. What if that's how you just cast spells? You gotta call it like a cat.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Come here, Thunderbolt. Come here, Lightning.
Darkspawn and now a temple. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
Yeah, but I don't like a single member of this family. Really.
Really?
I don't know them enough to
I like
have
Bethany
opinions.
Man, I just don't like this game. I'm so sour on it.
I need to know why. I want to meet you halfway here, man.
It's ugly. I think its writing is bad.
Why
and I
is
think
the
its
writing
gameplay
bad?
is boring.
Why is the writing bad?
It's just so
So what?
bland. It's like eating an oatmeal, like gray oatmeal.
Because it's a classic Greek tragedy and high fantasy? Wrong?
No, because it's like generic fantasy with,
So what is it?
standard edgy hero.
No, there can't be heroes. They're funny.
You're gonna have to disagree there.
It depends on how you play them.
Yeah,
It's
but
up
you
to
said it
your
yourself.
choices.
Is it up to my choices,
Yeah.
though? No, I don't think there have been too many video games that have done choice matters really successfully.
I think this one works okay as far as, yes, your choices matter because they affect how your team works together.
I think, like,
Sam's still salty about the choices that led her to having Fenris leave her.
Look,
listen, I think there are, like, big choices that can be made in the story that can, like, affect it overall.
but lots of little choices matter because they affect how your team works together and whether or not they stay with you.
Not really.
Yes, they do. I was abandoned. Half of my team left me. I had to deal with the scrubs I hadn't leveled properly in the
but-
final battle.
Here's the thing, though, right? Like, that only affects gameplay to a certain point.
It mattered a whole fucking
But,
lot.
but here's my thing, right? Unless you're playing on like the hardest difficulty, and even then, you can min-max your main dude so much in these games that it doesn't matter.
It matters.
It does not.
It does.
Because I was tackling the dragons and like Inquisition no problem on my own.
The
at a
dragons are
certain
boss
point.
battles. The dragons are just sort of like,
The
hey,
dragons are super
They're
bosses
harder
in
than
that
boss.
game.
they're not
Yeah.
boss battles.
In Inquisition,
In
they
Inquisition.
absolutely are.
Have you done Have you done any of the DLC dragons?
No, I haven't done the DLC
The
dragons.
DLC dragons are
The normal dragon's
They're-
just a fun time.
well, yeah,
They're super bosses though.
yeah.
Well, I play a 2-handed war.
'Cause, like-
It's not that bad.
Because if we're counting like in any video game, the final boss, sans like optional bosses, should be the hardest, right?
Theoretically,
And-
there are a bunch of games that I've played where that's not the case.
Yeah, sure. Like,
Most of my favorite games, actually, the
boss
second
before.
to last boss.
My
that's
point is,
usually
though, that's the
toughest.
metric, right?
Yeah.
And, like, if we're...
In a perfect world.
My point being, those dragons are about 1,000,000 times harder than Corvicius is, and the end of Dragon Age 1.
I really
Dragon
enjoyed
Age
the fact that
Inquisition.
you got his name
So
almost
wrong.
correct.
Almost.
No, it's almost correct. Corvifius.
Corvifius.
Corvifius is pretty close.
Corpicius.
Corpicius is what his name actually is.
Corypheus.
Corypheus, yeah.
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 Hey, level your teeth.
Hey, they can eat my ass.
Think of your siblings.
No, I'll level them after this fight.
Think of Cornwally.
Yeah, I do like my dog. I don't think it's my dog.
You have to be in charge of your dog.
Yeah,
Just bonus animal.
yeah, it's just bonus.
What did you play Origins?
Yeah.
Did you get the dog in Origins?
Yeah, of course I got the dog.
What did you name your dog?
Cornwally.
Is that really?
Yes.
Okay.
It was Cornwallis and Cornwally.
Okay.
Cornwallis and Cornwally were the worst.
Yeah, they suck.
They sucked. Imagine the British aristocracy. Now make it a little worse.
You know, I'll give this game this. If you're gonna play it on mouse and keyboard. It's at least a little bit better than playing it with a controller, but it's still kind of boring.
Oh, here he is. He's back.
Yeah.
He's back. Worf's back.
We're bringing that shit
Back.
Give me strength.
I love that we've not only had to play in the same area twice now.
Look, he's telling a story. It doesn't matter what the landscape looks like. Don't.
It does. It does if I'm playing the video game. You can have ugly areas in games, but this is just like
This isn't a game that really like plays
This-
with. It doesn't play with levels. See, there's not really a whole lot of like height benefits. There are no like chest-high walls to hide behind. You have some vaguely different arenas you play in. What does it matter what they look like?
it matters because I will eventually get tired of looking at a game if it looks like shit. And there could be like I think like RuneScape objectively it looks terrible, but I think it looks super charming.
I think KOTOR looks like garbage, but I still have a lot of fondness for that game. That's another Bioware game.
Here's another thing.
We're just hitting all of them tonight.
Here's another thing about KOTOR is that game uses color, which this area is currently not.
You're in the way.
This is okay.
I know that I'm in the waste. I'm just saying.
This is not completely Dragon Age's fault. It was the style at the
I
time.
know,
because
Brown
The
was
Witcher
the style
also.
at
The
the
Witcher
time.
2 came out around this time, like 2012, 2013.
Oh, that's a really
and that
flat-looking
game
game.
is very brown.
It's got a little green.
It does in the first area. It's got a little green.
A lot of green in the
What you
first
do.
area.
Not
Second
in
area.
the second area.
No.
The second area looks terrible in that game.
Not take Bethany.
It's kind of stark though, because especially with how colorful the first one's very colorful, and then Inquisition's super colorful.
To save us.
And this one is.
Yeah, that's when you kind of have to do that answer, right? It's a little fucked up if you do the others.
Hey, can this be? I know that I pitched this video idea, but can this be? Can we talk about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, let's talk about. I'd much rather talk about Mortal Kombat.
Dragon!
Dragon.
Yeah.
Dagger on.
Nothing wrong with that dragon.
I do like this dragon design a whole bunch.
She's great.
That's Plymouth, right?
She's great.
That's the lady.
Wait, is that? That's
Yeah.
oh,
Morgan's
that's mom. Cool.
That's
yeah,
mom.
that's Plymouth, baby.
Oh, that's the main character's mom.
Yeah.
Plymouth is fucking cool as shit.
She's
Complicated.
She also has a consistent character design throughout the games.
Well, once
got
you hit
to.
this one,
yeah. She's
she doesn't get the new outfit until this game.
that's true.
'Cause she's just
She's
old
still
crone in the woods.
she is.
Oh, but
yeah.
that makes sense for that, though.
Yeah.
I feel like almost like she got younger looking in this game.
Yeah, she's way hotter in this game than the next
Uh-huh.
one.
God, she's so
But she's-
fucking cool.
Yeah, total MILF.
Yeah.
I'd fuck that dragon.
Oh yeah, no, easy.
Yeah.
Hard slam dunk that answer.
You guys like how she was carrying that guy without actually carrying that guy?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
she was
pretty
kind of
big.
attached to his
I'm a
wrist.
pretty big fan of that.
I love her design. Side note,
Oh yeah, her design's super
I think
good.
it's
I'm
very
not
cool
gonna-
and dynamic, and
Yeah, and it's evocative of a dragon. I'm not going to take that away from the game.
the whole concept of like the like mages having to be like in circle, like or like registered is Like, I get why, but at the same time, it feels like you are pushing them into more extreme methods to get away from you, and then causing them to turn into more demon-y things.
It's almost as if it's a, plot point they're exploring.
Oh, absolutely. It's just no one's done anything about it over 3 games, it seems.
Oh, I did.
They did.
Trust me, when we get to Inquisition,
The
I
end of
I
this
did
game!
plenty.
Inquisition, yeah.
This game, they do a thing about it.
Yeah,
the
they-
whole point of this game, which sets up every other important thing that happens in the series.
You know what? I'll give this game this. It does set up a better game.
It's the most important game as far as lore goes. Literally nothing in Origins matters, other than the fact that they
You're
didn't
not
die.
wrong about
Yeah,
that.
that's how you go.
No,
Absolutely.
my guy didn't. My guy knocked up Morrigan and went off for a pack of smokes.
The only thing that
Canonically.
You know what?
Nice.
The only thing that matters in Origins is the fact that you survived that particular blight and whether or not Morgan,
Yeah.
gets a kid. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm still real salty I couldn't romance Morgan in the first game.
You didn't deserve her then. Flat out.
Nobody really deserves her.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez,
That's not
coolest
true.
character in the
That's not true. I looked up a guide on how to get. I followed that guide to a T.
No. I romanced Liliana in the first game. Because that was the option. As I recall. What? What did I
Nothing,
miss?
just... I get it. Games don't have to look good, right? But
Well, there's a. All right, I'll use a great example. There is an old game. People may have heard of it. A little game called Final Fantasy VII. Looks
No.
like shit.
Yeah.
Looks like garbage. The backgrounds look great, but the models of the characters barely look like people. Right? They look like little those little people toys that Fisher Price made.
Yeah.
They look like those little
Oh
meeples.
yeah, the little square ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look like that. But there are really heavy moments that game manages to get across with those character models really well, even with
Yeah.
them being very basic. So even if a game doesn't look great, they can still do a lot of emotional storytelling through character models, even if they don't look super good.
EA gave Bioware only 14 to 16 months to finish this.
yeah, I mean, that sounds about right for EA.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, EA is the studio killer for a reason.
Yeah.
They're the second shittiest video game company around right now. You gotta think EA's up there every day saying,
They're
God,
third.
3?
Actually, they're fourth.
4th now, really?
Yes.
Who's
Some
above?
leaderboards.
Activision
Activision?
Blizzard,
Yeah.
obviously.
Riot.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And EA.
Forgot about
What
Ubisoft.
is the ranking here, based on
Just the
Activision's
worst.
number 1, and
Yeah.
just the worst overall right now.
just as far as the way they treat their workers?
Yeah,
Everything.
lots of
Everything. Yeah. The fact that Bobby Kotick is still not gone.
Yeah. Check, how are you feeling thus far?
I don't know, man.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
No sleeves, baby.
What?
I guess I could be worse on it.
It's true. Look at
'Cause, the game definitely ran worse and played worse on a 360,
Yeah.
but I still don't feel good.
Everyone's fleeing the
It's still early. You've done the tutorial and the slightly past the tutorial. You did tutorial/ogre fight. Now's the real game begins.
Sometimes that's enough to know how you feel about a game.
No, you gotta double down. Gotta put in your hours.
Someone
Serve your nickel.
Someone once said that about a little game called Final Fantasy 13, and
That's wrong.
You just gotta know.
Hey, game developers, make that adjustable because some people can't hear and have trouble seeing.
They do later, like other games do.
This game is almost a decade old now.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
fair.
fair. Jake, it is the decade.
Oh yeah, it's 2022.
It's over a decade.
It's over a decade old.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
game's old.
this guy looks like
Wow.
He doesn't look great.
Yeah.
That dude would not look great even if he was in
No.
he was just
No, he's a huge
supposed to
dick
look
though.
shit.
yeah,
so.
I'm not saying this is the game's fault. I'm just saying this guy generally looks like poop.
Yeah.
I hate that dude. I know you're supposed to, but I
But
can
it
say out
also,
loud I
sets,
hate
it
him.
also sets up the increased hatred we have for mages that was not present in Origins. Like, you see it in Origins, but not to the level of depravity present in Kirkwall.
Well,
which is
Kirkwall's
clearly what-
also especially hateful.
Exactly, which is why Kirkwall starts the whole whole shebang for the entire rest of the series. But that's not actually the demon, that is the red lyrium.
That's the drugs.
Well, they already are on drugs, but that's the tainted drugs.
Yeah, they're on meth. Magical meth.
Guard said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of
Technically, it's anti-magical meth.
citizens and merchants that make
Good old anti.
I guess technically, yeah.
Or if you take the red stuff, it turns you into a geode.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Turns you into a crystal lizard from Dark Souls.
But lyrium is also the potion that mages take.
Yes.
So is that totally anti-magic?
But those are for people who are have access to magic. Templars take it so they can cancel magic.
Yeah, this is where I have like a weird jump situation because like where Templars are canceling magic, how is that not considered magic?
It shuts it down, and Templars are doing things that no one else wants to do because they're training orphans in a heavily church-based system to do this because it is their whole purpose in
Okay,
life.
that wasn't my question. My question is by what mechanic are they canceling the magic that it is not magical?
God is how they're doing it. By Andraste's grace. That's what they're doing it with, Rachel. It's not magic if it's God.
I just have so many issues with this.
God gave them those drugs. It made it okay.
Okay.
It's like, what's that? Who are the people who tear phone books in half?
Oh, the power team.
Yeah, the power team. It's like,
Yeah, they're like the power team.
God gave them that.
God
cocaine.
gave them that cocaine and those phone books.
Yeah.
If you find our uncle,
How you feeling, man?
I was just like brewing on everything. One of my main problems with this game is like there's just nothing here to hook me.
You haven't met the companions yet.
sure it won't be much longer. Gambling must
You're not even moved by the Quinari in this one? Another big element
No.
in the plot.
I think the hook in this one is supposed to be the Vart situation. You want to know what
I guess.
they're trying
yeah.
they're trying to hook you by saying like, oh, why does this person want this story so much, and why aren't they here to tell it? You know?
No! The whole hook is supposed to be, this is the hero Hawk. Look at this upstart.
No, but
I
no,
hate
Sam, you
Hawk.
didn't listen.
But
No.
that's so good!
No, Sam, I'm saying that the hook for this game is the storytelling where you have these two very cool like characters come in and it's like, I gotta know where this person is. And he's like, well, I'm gonna tell you from the beginning. And it's like, what does she need? Why does she need this
Which
specific
is
person?
why Hawk is the important draw.
No, no.
Why is Hawk the coolest, most smooth person
Hawk
ever?
should be louder, angrier, and have access to a time machine.
Whenever Hawk's
Not
not
on screen, you should be asking,
where's Hawk?
Alright, so Hawk is Poochie. We're starting to get somewhere with why me and you have slight problems. Well,
What are we referring to?
something when he does.
there's an episode of The Simpsons.
Oh, okay, never mind. I got you.
That's a good That's a good RPG.
That's a good RPG.
Yeah, you guys ever played Legend of Grimrock?
No,
Too
never.
specifically.
I've never heard of that game, I don't think.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Another important sequel.
Another very important sequel. I want to get to explore a whole world instead of just a mountain.
That's cool.
They're caves.
So,
Huh?
selling
Caves.
us into
Caves.
potential
Yeah.
servitude. That's your
What-
idea.
I guess
What do
you
you guys
do. You
think
do
of
leave to
us?
go get Meryl,
Are there any other games that you guys
who's
think?
totally legitimate and fine. And
I was posing a hypothetical since we're getting kind of a slow scene right now.
Give me the rest of the game.
Fuck off.
This is a particularly slow scene. You're literally all this guy's doing is saying, "Hey, I can get you in, but you gotta do some
Oh,
shady
yeah, you're
the
work."
assassin or
I gambled off our
smuggler.
entire
Listen,
family
I can't.
estate.
Yeah.
I can't hate the game for this. This is like every
This is
RPG.
every RPG.
necessary.
Absolutely. I don't. This
You
is
go to the
this is
smuggler.
fine. This is how it's supposed to be done, right?
So this guy's always eerie for me to see because I swear to God, I had a manager who looked eerily like this man.
Was he expressionless and made of plastic also? Oh, dude,
he might
it's,
as well have been. He was a
dude,
dick.
it's a red guard.
It is Redguard.
Yeah. I'm really glad that they gave those guys, jobber identifiable hats,
Yeah, me
The
too.
kindest hat you ever see in this whole game.
The kindest hat.
The hats are so fucking dumb.
You're saying design is mostly bad in this game?
Hats across the board in Origins and 2 suck.
They're stupid.
I think
It's
most
cool.
just a lot of design.
Yeah, but you can't have her hat.
Oh, so we don't have a knife, we'll have a stick.
Look at that chest. It's sticking halfway
Yeah.
out the
That's
ground.
really rough.
Dude, you know what?
Oh,
They fucking
man.
here. We can kind of recreate this. What the game developer was like. It's like, well, we can't just have the dude give him something, so we're just gonna bring a box here, flip it around a few times, and drag drop right
there.
Fill it with let's see here, 3 golds.
Not even 2 gold.
2 golds. There we go. Bob's your uncle. You
Have
know,
to walk a long period of time. I need something to do.
That's part of what I think this and Origins suffer from is subpar MMO syndrome. That's like what kind of these games feel like. Sorry, Sam. I mean, I'm just, gotta air my grievances.
That's fine.
with
I
the
just,
game.
I can't defend mechanics a whole lot. They're mechanics that make sense narratively, but if we're going like nitty gritty,
Well, okay, so
I don't think it's nitty gritty. I mean, it looks like the starting of an MMO area, but it's like no one's loaded the server yet.
that's
Because there's
design
like
stuff.
2
I'm
quest
s-
givers in a big empty space
I
that a lot of people would normally populate, right?
hold on, let's give Sam some positive. What are some positive mechanics that you enjoy from this game?
Did I enjoy this game? I like being able to res bomb my compatriots. That's very helpful. They
Okay.
added that in there. It's really good.
Oh,
Doing great. You're doing great.
Okay, give me a second. I haven't
Very
reread
fine,
the hot
very
bed.
fine.
I think my favorite thing about the res bomb is it's fixing how shitty the companions were in the first game.
do love positive from Dragon Age in general. Dwarven architecture in Dragon Age is very cool.
It's so awesome.
Jack, you're a resident dwarf expert. How do you feel about dwarf architecture in this?
Good shit.
All right, there we go.
You like dwarf lore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dwarf lore.
Yeah.
Dwarves are
I'd like more of it.
Yeah, dwarves are fucking cool in anything they're in.
Yeah. I would like more dwarves, though. Because you get a lot of the elves all the time, and I know that they're leading up to the... I mean, Inquisition came out in 2014. We're not worried about spoilers.
Oh, I've spoiled so many things. So
Yeah,
far.
no, it's all
I've been
leading
like
up to
a
that whole
floodgate over.
like soulless shit with Fen Harrow. Like it's like becomes a big plot point later on. I'm guessing will be in Dragon Age 4.
If Dragon Age 4 ever gets made.
Probably, who knows?
It will.
But
Mm,
more dwarven culture
getting-
would be awesome because everyone focused on elves a lot, and I love elves, but the dwarves have a very interesting political system in this.
we're getting at either a Mass Effect or a Dragon Age, and if they make one of those good, then we might get the other one.
I hope it's a Dragon Age.
It'll be
I
a
got-
Mass Effect, I
I
bet.
want a Dragon Age!
I mean,
Listen,
what
after
was the
Inquisition,
most
I'm here for
recent
Dragon Age.
Mass Effect though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Andromeda?
Andromeda.
Andromeda's really bad.
It's probably Dragon Age though.
No, it's not. It's super not. They the most recent was the Mass Effect Remastered Collection, and that made so much money.
That's fair.
So much money. Because
like-
people like me bought it.
Just that guy back there.
I did see
Also,
that guy
all-
back
all
there. He
the-
like faded out of existence.
Also, the Mass Effect games, like the first one, is definitely more playable than Origins.
Yes. Every single Mass
It's
Effect
way
game is
more
playable.
than every single Dragon Age game.
Mm.
Except Inquisition. You got pickpocketed, son.
You know what? No,
Look at that ginger fuck. He's giving us a bad name.
Bianca!
Hey, the protagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave all the texture to Varg.
You know what this game would have benefited from, actually? Like higher stylization instead of going for
Yes.
vague realism.
Maybe
Yeah,
a little heavier
whatever.
into
Yeah.
like the kind of fresco style
If
artwork.
this
I think
was,
all of Dragon Age would have
Yeah.
benefited from trying to do
could
its
you
own
imagine
style.
if they did this like cell shaded, like a Sly Cooper-esque thing or
cell
something?
shaded, just what they tried to do their own thing.
I just like that cell shaded artwork a whole bunch.
Yeah, I agree, but Dragon Age would have really benefited from that, though.
Yeah. Not everything needs to be super realistic. And I know that Bioware kind of goes with like these. They've kind of locked themselves into the frostbite, like really glossy. That wasn't. Did you see that?
Did you see that guy?
Did you see that guy?
Oh no, he's going back off
He's
screen.
going
Don't
back.
worry
Hold
about
on.
it.
Let's keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
Well, he flipped around for a second there.
But a game being buggy does not necessarily.
No,
make
it
bad.
can still
I think
make you want
this.
to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. It matters on how much it hooks you in. And I think that's the big dividing point between Sam and Jack, is that Sam,
I'm here for the story.
100%.
Immediately.
And Jack,
Nope.
Yep.
I watched my little sister / brother die. I'm fleeing from
God,
orphans, which I
okay,
was big
hold
into.
on. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
None of us talked about that when it happened.
It was pretty much here and then gone.
No, I commented on
They're
the fact
back
that that
again.
really was the only answer you can pick where
What's
you're
even
like,
worse?
Oh,
sad
yeah,
about
that is
dying.
true. That
Yeah.
is
Jack,
true, Rachel.
they die right after you level them.
Who cares?
Because you
Sam did.
sit there and you go, okay,
Sam cared
here's
a
who they're
lot.
going to be. I'm going to figure out who they're going to be. I have to protect them. And you level them.
Let's-
and they fucking
okay.
eat it.
Sam-
Let's
Sam
spoil some
mostly
more
walks in
games
every
real quick.
game.
Sure, what game are we spoiling?
Because there's a little game called Final Fantasy VII.
Uh-huh.
You level
Where
this
you
character
level
for a
the
really
best
long
healer
time.
in the game for hours, like 18 hours, I would say.
And then they kill
fucking kill her.
Yeah.
Just no
In this
saving
game,
throw.
I leveled her twice, and she gets fucking punched by an ogre, and that's it. In like the first
She gets
hour.
crushed by an ogre.
Like, I don't care. I already don't like the family.
They should have given you more time to know your family.
It
Yeah.
would have been nice if you saw them like in the house and,
And not
they get
bitter.
ransacked. You
The
know?
reason
Uh,
they can't do that is because they already did it with the first one. If you play as a human, they already do the whole, you're part of a noble family, and your house gets ransacked.
Yeah, well, that's after
That was
you
a
have
pretty
dinner
good
with them.
build-up
It's after
on
you
it.
have dinner with the house. You
Yeah.
get to see the house and then
Our
they
own house.
attack.
Yeah,
True,
he-
but they
he-
probably didn't want to retread territory, so I'll give them on that.
Yeah, sure, but sometimes like you're fine to retread territory. One of my favorite games of all time is basically nothing but retreading territory.
Yeah, I'm just saying why they probably didn't do it.
Yeah, I get the reason for the
That
decision.
in 9 months. You know.
Yeah,
And
like that's always the overhanging
You know,
like that's the awning.
I would be really interested to see what kind of cut content this game had, because I bet that's at least decently interesting.
Oh, it's probably a
there's-
half of the third act where it suddenly fucking all falls apart incredibly quickly.
Is
And
it?
this thing with Anders is like handled very weird. Like it happens suddenly. There's no the tie up on this game is not great.
I mean, you have the whole last. You know something's up the whole last act, and you have opportunities to be involved or not. The entire last act.
the last act feels rushed to me.
Once again, 9 months. Probably fair
Reasonable,
to assume
yeah.
a little bit of everything was right.
And I like that entire thing. I also
Hey Jack, you gotta love your dudes.
But
Anders is right, but
Yeah, very, that's cool.
Anders is not right.
blow him up.
No,
Wasn't
no.
he a fucking? Isn't he a terrorist?
Yes, he's a terrorist.
I'm not the right person to fucking talk about this. I'm such a like pro Templar. Like we need to lock these people up. Like they're literally walking time bombs. Of course they need to be under lock and key. Are you fucking stupid? Like yeah, you Templars are idiot drug addicts, but look, get on the Jake Knight fascism train. We're going to the fucking moon. My Inquisitor was not a good person, but they were a great leader. All right, Jack. So we're gonna need to get that fucking arrow all the way into the
Yeah,
blue.
You want
Yeah.
Bard.
That's the only
Friend.
person we care about. Much like Morgan in the first game, Varric is the only person we care about.
Yeah.
I don't
Who
actually
is
think
your
I
party
have
in the first game?
my party in the first
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I don't ever really think I changed the team. I think I just ran Alistair, Morgan, and Liliana the entire game. I don't ever think I changed it up. Oh, my dog. I swapped my dog in and out.
Sam?
I balanced more in the first one than the others, but I really only cycled between Alistair, Wynn, Zevran, and Varric. Varric's not in that one. No, it's Zevran, Alistair, Wynn, and Morgan, the ones I
What's
flipped around.
the Canary guy?
Sten.
Sten. I
Sten
did
is
like
cool.
I did like Sten, but I didn't really use him.
Jack, did you?
I didn't use the, but
What
that's
was
not
yours?
a that's
I
not
don't
all
remember.
my.
You don't remember?
I know I used Morgan.
Yeah.
I like Wynn as a healer. Solid to have. Morgan's good for that. The problem is I built the party solely on Snark. Because I played
I mean, it doesn't
either
matter.
Dalish Rogue one run, and then I played Noble Human Shield Fighter.
She's trying to romance Alistair real hard.
I think I
Got him.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you're not like a human, you have to be his like secret mistress. It's real fucked.
Even if you... Okay, here's the problem. I got him, and then I got to the final... Literally the final zone. And he went, you know what, though? For, like, royal reasons, maybe we shouldn't. I was like, well, fuck you, man. Come on.
Just fuck me already.
So much fucking work into this.
I want your... Look, man. I
you
want
won't
some
fuck
of that...
me, you won't fuck Morgan, you want to talk to me about something, my dude.
My party was not the most balanced, but the perfect party in my opinion. I had Morgan, Zevran, and Liliana. And you might ask, oh, Rachel, were you the warrior? Absolutely not. I played a mage.
Mm.
And I had 2 rogues and another mage.
Well, you didn't need party balance
I didn't need
in that
it.
game, though.
No, I
ever,
needed
because
all the hot people in a party. That was my
Fair
goal.
enough.
I either went 2 rogues, 2 mages, or 2 fighters. Actually, honestly, it tended to be me fighter, 2 rogues, and a mage of some kind.
I had
Or
the correct
me
combo to
dog
get the force
and
in the
other
game.
people.
I wish you could have... Why do you... Man, they should have given you an option to push Solus into, like, off of a bridge or something. Off of the first bridge you find.
Just for funsies?
Yeah,
Yes,
just for
who
fun. Who
cares?
cares?
Just you're walking
This is the
along and then you
worst.
shove him off
Yeah,
the
just...
leg.
Yeah, you and Varric pants him and push him over the ledge.
Yeah, they should have just let you be horrible to him the entire time.
I mean, you can be pretty horrible to him,
I've not been
honestly.
nice to
You
him.
just want the ability to, like, wander into his office and mess up his frescoes a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Like, you know, graffiti his artwork.
Yeah, I want to just make his life a little shitty, not too shitty. This is why I romance Sarah. I'm beginning to understand.
I was romancing Josephine when I was playing.
That's fair.
They wouldn't let me
Oh,
romance
she's,
Cassandra because she's straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some bullshit.
Oh, and then I reset it and I made a male
Just-
character and I started romancing Dorian because I realized the light.
Dorian's great.
Dorian's cool. It's my best.
Josephine's
But
very
if-
fun because you get to duel someone for her hand at some point. That's an exciting time.
Yeah.
The Dorian one is always kind of up in the air for me because it's like if you see here's the problem. We're talking about the wrong. This is my fault. I've been talking about the wrong game the entire time.
Which might
But-
be a sign.
Yeah.
But-
It's not. We haven't met anyone in this one. We can talk
yeah,
about
as soon as
but
we meet
it's
some
very
people, we
slow.
can talk about characters, right?
Okay, we met
Yeah.
Varric.
We did meet Varric, but we've been talking about Varric
He's
Yeah,
our
since
best
the
because
beginning.
he's the only character that matters.
Will kill for
I
him.
mean,
Would kill for him.
I just-
You're
I
not
don't
wrong
think I'm gonna
with
walk
that.
in
I don't
in
think
blank
Sam.
space in this
Sam,
game.
if
Exactly.
we were to say Varric is the only character
It's
who
very
matters,
boring.
would you oppose to that too much?
I'm, you know, he matters the mostest.
Okay, I'm willing to take that.
I love everyone in this game, though.
I like the characters.
I'm
I
emotionally
just
invested.
it feels so empty, and that's why I stopped playing. Is because I was very bored
Oh,
visually.
hold on, we're meeting somebody.
Well,
No,
yeah.
never mind.
We already met her.
Never
She's-
mind.
she's-
This is not a new person.
She's cool. I just don't want her in my party.
So, there is a thing that happens in this game. I haven't double checked, but I'm pretty sure it happens, and you get sassed for it. So when you collect all of your items in the first level, and you have all of your supplies, and then you're selling shit because you need money, because the whole first act of this game is hella shit. We're broke. One of the items you have in your inventory, despite it not being an item you should possess, because everyone goes to Hawk, is Sardonic's shield. You know, her husband's shield.
Yeah.
And occasionally, you're fucking broke, and you only have so much inventory space.
Sometimes you need to pawn that shit.
And then you get an awkward conversation with her later about how it was totally unnecessary for you to sell her husband's shield. And you go, well, hold on. I'm like,
Oh, we can go sell her shield.
I'm broke.
Yeah, it doesn't-
Look,
I don't care.
Sam, you're chronically broken in those games because you pick up the cheapest shit and you refuse to put it down.
Well, I got pockets. I got places to be.
I can
You
respect
fill them
that.
with trash. In every game, there will be like
Maybe it
Like,
was
it, like,
anti-littering, huh?
there'll
That's
be
fair.
like expensive like pieces of armor, and she's like, I can't. My pockets are full. Open her pockets, and it's like 17,000 apples.
I'm not gonna. One, I can eat
And-
those, and two,
and, like-
I'm not gonna sit
Or
there.
like tattered, tattered cloth.
You have
is her
emergency
entire
fruit. It's fine.
It'll be a bag full of like broken swords, tattered cloth.
Look, that was the stuff I picked
Trash.
up. I'm not gonna sit there on the battlefield and go, okay, which one is
Yeah, you
worth
should
more?
though, or you wouldn't be broke.
Well, I have full pockets. I pawn off when I
I
get
love
to the next
that.
shot.
I love this pose. Bioware loves that pose, man. That
Uh-huh.
lean
They
against,
do.
cool guy leaning against the wall, hold the hands like that pose. It's a
Who
good
doesn't
one.
love that?
That's Garrus's favorite pose.
Guys, I gotta be real. One of you's gotta take over.
Oh, really? Alright,
I'm sitting here thinking,
you were-
like, God, I want to be playing Mass Effect or KOTOR so
God,
bad
come
right
on.
now.
It's really-
How long
We haven't
did Jack make it?
Let's
Pretty
see.
decent amount of time.
Yeah.
An hour, a whole hour.
Yeah.
Alright.
To make this fair, do you have a game that I really like that you hate? Do you have any games that you like just really dislike?
That I hate.
Yeah.
It's Cornwally!
Dog.
Dog's great.
That's
huge.
Fucking huge. I do. You know what? Positive Dragon Age thing. I love the idea of the Mabari.
Barrier
Just-
Barrier, great.
It's just like, here's a fucking miniature Cerberus for you. All yours.
Barrier, cool. I also really love the Grey Wardens a lot. I love that whole lore a lot.
The lore in this game is
And I wish I had more of it.
That's fair.
I'm trying
Because
to
the
think
idea
of
that
things.
they're consuming this and that they all know that at some point they will be, like, seduced by the song and have to, like, descend, like, that's spooky as shit.
I don't love the world as a whole in Dragon Age, but I think it's got it's got some neat stuff.
Your mother was
It's got some cool stuff, or, like, the Red Lyrium and, like, becoming, like, the weird crystal monstery thing. There's some cool concepts.
What's that one
for
fucker's
sure.
name? Corvivius?
Yeah, I don't know.
Curvaceous? Yeah, no.
Curvaceous.
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 It's just,
So anyways, when you're fighting Curvaceous...
I'm trying to think of games that you
What's
really
this
like that I wouldn't enjoy. I haven't sat through Kingdom Hearts the way you have, but I also
Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
is-
Sam, you would love how earnest Kingdom Hearts is.
I
I'm
probably would,
almost
is the
positive
problem.
on that. You might hate how much Disney there is, but it's almost all classic Disney. So
Sam doesn't hate Disney as, like, the property. She hates Disney, the company.
Which is fair.
you
I
should
hate the
hate
machine.
Disney, the company.
no. My only experiences with Kingdom Hearts have been someone else is playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm not allowed to touch the remote unless they have to go to the bathroom, in which case I have to hand the remote back to them as soon as they come back.
I'll watch anyone play Kingdom Hearts. I fucking love that game.
But that is all I have ever experienced. Someone is struggling with this level, and I'm not allowed to involve myself.
Tell you
with
what,
it.
speaking of setup,
Mhm.
and
Kingdom Hearts is a bomb setup.
yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1's fucking setup is so good and
So
so
is 2's.
engaging. 2's people are. I agree with
I
you.
think the 2's
I think
great.
2's setup is amazing, but a lot of
I've never
people
finished the first one, so I never played the second one.
love Kingdom
My
Hearts.
sister took back her game before I could finish it.
Yeah.
Younger sibling syndrome.
You could argue that Kingdom Hearts 2 peaked there. Like,
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts peaked at 2.
I've been enjoying 3 though.
No, I really like 3.
No spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, Jake hasn't beaten that
I haven't
one. We can
beaten that
spoil
one.
any other game as long as Jake's beaten it.
Yeah, as long as I've beaten it, we can spoil it.
What are the games do you love, Jackson? So I can figure out which one I hate.
I love Kingdom Hearts, I love Dark Souls, I love Persona, I love Bioshock, I love Outer Wilds, I love Undertale,
Sam, you would adore Outer Wilds. We can't say
Alan
anything
Wake.
else.
Tim, do you have any games that you've played that you don't like? I think it's probably the easier.
yeah, that's probably the easier thing.
There was one I had to put down. It was like a Valencia or something. It was just real clunky. I couldn't get
Because
them.
you don't like a lot of you've picked up, I think, a selection of some of the worst
Oh, you know
JRPGs.
what? No, Banjo and Kazooie, the one with the cards. I hate that fucking game.
Oh, Nuts and Bolts, yeah,
I hate Nuts and Bolts.
Sucks.
It's a bad
I
game.
just-
We agree on that.
Is that the
Well,
one we
hold on,
tried
hold
to play
on.
where we couldn't even see half the screen?
Uh,
It wouldn't readjust.
It wouldn't let me adjust the screen. I couldn't read the text, and that was one of those. My
Let me say
grandmother got it
this.
for me because it looked like the guy in the game store said it was good for children. I think I was.
She was like 13, 14.
I was like 15 at the time.
Good for children. I'll get Nuts and Bolts this.
Uh-huh.
It would be a totally fine game if it were not at all related to Banjo-Kazooie. No, otherwise I agree with you mostly
Okay.
on that one. Now, if you had said Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie,
Mm-hmm.
well, Banjo-Tooie we could talk about, but Banjo-Kazooie is a fucking amazing game.
I don't think there's games I hate.
All the ones that you've disliked the most, that I've heard the most complaints about, have just been scenarios where it's like the JRPGs where they're just so long.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
still
that
play
one
'em.
Tales game.
Tales of Vesperia, I enjoyed. I just could not finish it. And I realized later on that I was literally 2 hours away from the end by the time I finally fucking gave up and gave it to my brother to go, please finish this game for me.
Maybe it's in the docks that you need to get to that. No, well, hold on. What does the hangman say?
You gotta go to Lowtown.
We were in Lowtown.
No,
Yeah.
you were in the slums.
Alright, well, I'm going to the docks.
Oh, yes.
Instinct. What was I gonna say though? Yeah, I mean, I don't like the Tales games that much.
I like
so-
one. I like exactly one Tales game.
Yeah, you like Sorry, yeah.
Berserk is really good, but that falls on the the strength of the characters and the interactions more than the actual. And it's very interesting to play from a villain's perspective, right?
Yeah.
You didn't sound confident about that.
Well,
No, I 100%
I was talking
am.
Jag.
Oh.
yeah. Well, just not a lot of games let you do it and do it for the entirety of the game.
Yeah, and Berseria doesn't even really. Spoilers for Tales of Berseria.
Yeah, Jake's beating this one, so you can spoil.
Yeah, you can spoil that one.
Yeah.
Where do I go? Where do I
Go back to the main screen.
We should.
Go back to the big map.
Yeah, we should go to the big map.
Let me look at the big
I'll
map.
leave-
I wasn't
I'll leave
watching
the
the
town.
screen, I'll be honest.
I'll leave the town. I'll just leave.
Just beat it, kid. About
Beat it, kid.
Go get Daddy a beer.
Not again. Okay. You need, right?
Yeah, we were in Lowtown.
Go up. There's
Yeah,
no-
we went
go,
here.
Where the thing is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go to
That's by
Lowtown.
Lowtown.
We
Alright.
were in Lowtown, alright.
But you went on way down towards the slum side as opposed to just Lowtown.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
It's sort of the Lowtown map, but then started.
Okay. I mean, like I said, we're far past what I've played, which was less than. Oh no. Uh-oh. Woo! Alright, we
Hooray.
saved it. No problems.
Never didn't have it.
Not even
You're
once.
so busy with the guardsmen. It must be a burden to slum with the refugees.
Yeah, I don't know. They're in. I mean, there are plenty of games I hate.
That wasn't. No, I didn't mean.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to get some a point of
Hmm?
like you hated a game, so I could more understand where you're coming from with this one.
I think it's where it gets really, I'm torn, because I enjoyed fighting with the tactics in Origins, trying to get everyone to behave like they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed trying to make that work for me.
You know, I should say this too. I'm not shitting on Dragon Age 2 specifically. I don't like Origins either. But
Fair.
I at least beat Origins.
You know what? You got me there, because I have made it to the Archdemon twice, the 2 separate games, and still haven't fucking beaten that Archdemon.
I think there's a glitch in yours, Sam.
But I gotta beat it.
Yeah.
I want to, though. It's the one I haven't beaten.
It's fine.
I want to
It's
win.
okay. You don't really.
I want to
well,
see
I
the
won,
end for
but
myself. I'm so close.
The only way to win is to
Not play? Thank you,
no
War
date
Games.
your hot swamp GF. That's the way to win.
I got my roguish boyfriend.
You
you
keep
know.
going back
I
and
am.
forth.
I
this
know.
area.
I'm because I'm distracted by talking.
No, you don't have the roguish boyfriend.
Yes, I do. I got several.
Oh, you did? Okay, you played the
It's
second one there.
fine.
Are you sure?
It's fine. I'll take back control.
All right, Jackson's taking over again, so there's going to be a pause.
Jackson,
right?
take the wheel.
Yeah.
Like hallmarks of an area.
Go.
I'm
you need to go
lost.
sort of central. So, like,
Alright.
I'm looking at the mini map. So go. Yeah, to the right. Old City Slums. Okay.
Box.
Getting all your moth-eaten scarves.
We need those.
They're important. This is where I learned how to pick up trash, Rachel. Okay, stop. Turn around. There it is. Hangman.
Perfect.
All right.
Side note, Hangman, very good bar name.
Yeah.
Good bar name. Good bar name.
Good bard name.
Good bard name.
I have to go
Also,
see that band in D&D.
telling towards the whole Greek tragedy aspect of Hawk.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep
Your
roads.
brother.
Really, this is all just a huge metaphor where you have to rely on your friends.
Yeah.
What better?
Isabel
Okay.
runs away because she doesn't want to be part of your well no, that's real fucked up because it's like the whole part of the Hangman's tarot card is the man is accepting that he needs somebody else to get him out of the situation, and so much of this game you end up with people ditching your ass.
Why would a Grey Ward
I
know
get
that?
by with a little help from my friends.
Just fight Darkspawn.
Jack, what mission are we on?
That's a great question. There's too
You're
many
on
side quests. So
this one.
Well, those are main ones.
what are
Yeah.
the options?
That's the one you're just getting money. That's a long.
So that's our goal here.
That's
is
the goal to get through Act 1.
Get money.
Yeah.
We need a
You have a
merchant.
problem with that.
No money, no
You
problems.
gotta sell a lot of moth-eaten scarves and do a
That's
lot of quests.
a lot of scarves.
So many scarves.
Some a lot of
I'll give them plenty of reasons,
scarves.
Jake.
Anyways, I wasn't doing any. I wasn't hitting a particular key in general there. Don't worry about that. I just wasn't hitting a fix all our problems button.
Were you trying to open the console up?
No.
Were you about to cheat at Dragon Age?
No.
We could though.
No.
I play this game legitimately. I play all the games legitimately.
You don't have enough coin to
Dang.
You're too poor to help.
Yeah, I'm too poor to fucking do anything.
You are the refugee.
Yeah.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble.
So we get to Anders first.
But I can't give priority
I like
to anyone
Anders.
who's already found work.
The terrorist?
I can't blame Anders for trying to break out of a cage he had been in his entire life, and then
He broke out. He was out.
and then he got shoved back in multiple times though.
No, when we meet him, he's out.
The healer was
He
You
don't.
know, sometimes you gotta make a deal with the demon, you know.
He didn't make a deal with the demon.
now.
No, you don't. You super don't. I've never made a
don't.
deal with a demon once. And I don't feel the need to. That's a lot like saying, nope, not gonna make that joke. Never mind, thought better of it.
Mm-hmm.
See what our people face in Kirk.
Just for the record, I'd make a deal with the demon if I were offered one.
Which demon?
Doesn't matter, really. It depends on the offer.
Mm-hmm.
Say you're a demon, make me an offer right now.
Alright. So, Jax.
Okay.
Jax.
And
Yeah.
yet he needs to hide.
I got a deal for you.
He's a
Okay.
good man.
Okay?
I won't lose
It's
him to the
gonna
bad
cost you,
class.
Okay.
Like, I can make you super powerful.
Okay, in what way?
Like, you can sleep all the time and your work can still get done.
That's a pretty good deal.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty dope, yeah?
Yeah.
Yet you are, however, gonna have to spend that time sleeping playing Dragon Age.
Can we go about it? Ooh,
Yeah.
I know this demon. I'm very familiar with him. The demon Ia.
Do not speak my name!
Yeah. The minor demon Bioware. Bioware?
I'm taking that deal.
Mhm.
No.
Absolutely
Absolutely not. I'm not enjoying my time playing this game.
I mean, we can stop.
No.
No?
He's not allowed!
No,
He's
we're
gotta go
doing
get
this
the
for 24 hours
terrorist.
straight.
I think we'd beat the game by that point.
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
No.
No, Anders is great.
Stop! What are you doing?
He's hammering on the... He's trying to open the console.
I'm not.
What are you
No,
trying to
we're
do?
We're being accosted.
Oh, dude, you're
Wow.
you're getting shaken
weird.
down.
But no, like Anders had to like ran away from the circle like what 6 times after being handed over as like a kid.
Yeah, great. He's out now.
Yeah, but part of him getting out was making that deal, wasn't it?
He made a deal with a spirit. The spirit did not tell him to blow up a fucking church.
Yeah, but it got
He made that
corrupted.
choice. By Anders. Established well within the Lord. What you do affects your spirit, because if you take him on a path of goodness, he's still a spirit of justice. That's what he does with that. How he interprets that justice. That's all on him.
I mean,
Nope.
to be fair, you get put in solitary confinement for like a year and a half and see how you feel when a spirit is like, hey, you know how these really abusive pieces of shit have keep throwing you in a tower and have locked you in a room by yourself where you've been talking to yourself for a year and a half? You want some justice?
By blowing
You
up
don't corrupt the...
No, he blew up a separate church. Look, cool motive, still way murder. Big murder. Killed so many people.
Cool motive, still murder.
Ooh, murder.
Still motive.
Still motive.
Look at that gore.
Yeah, it's a motive, but it's one I get.
You can understand his anger and be totally offended and disapproving of his actions. There's no defending what he did.
Sure there is.
Yeah.
Rachel's doing it.
Well, she is.
Yeah.
Should she?
Well, should and are.
Get
There's
your
different
boy.
Things. Which one's getting?
As you can tell, Sam and I sided on 2 very different sides of this on every game.
I'm on Sam's side in this one.
That's fair. Oh, so your favorite character is Fenris.
Yeah.
He just kills mages.
That's pretty
He
cool.
kills slavers.
Pretty
But
reasonable.
he goes out of his way to hate on mages and,
He
and
hates
take them
mages.
out.
He hates mages. And he hates imperial mages, who are slavers. He kills slavers.
You're talking about, like, the Dementor mages?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck
Oh,
those
yeah,
guys.
that guy's 100% in the right.
Mm-hmm. His is a targeted raid.
Oh, it's fine. Me and him sound identical. I can just say it was Jake. Jake said all those terrorist things.
Hey man, I'm editing this video. None of what just got said is making it into the final cut.
This video isn't even coming out.
It is coming out. Assuming that we have no major snags, like I've had the last 2 times I've tried to do something.
Oh, his nose.
What'd you say?
I don't like his nose.
So you came
That's
from
coming
I
from
can't
someone
see
with
it
a
right
very
now.
big nose.
Anders is
like it's a small
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good nose.
there's something evil about it.
Well,
That's.
I mean, I know he's evil, but like,
He's not. He's misguided, and he becomes evil. At this moment, though, not evil.
I've always
I don't think I would consider him evil.
I would.
That's only
I think he's just very misguided.
at what point are you ticking over? At what number of murders do you tick over to
To
evil?
actual murder. Like, actual, not on the field of combat.
how much murder is
I don't know.
enough murder?
How hot is the person? Because that's
Is
directly
that
correlated
factor?
to.
Yeah.
I'm part of an expedition.
It's like, okay.
Any information
Yeah, he's okay.
save
Yeah.
people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think
He's at
about
least
the right
got, like,
roads again.
a bit more going on design-wise than,
He's very flashy for someone trying to lay low.
Although
yeah.
Everything about him does
It's the
scream
feathers.
mage.
It's
Look
the
at that.
feathers and the
Sounds like
gold.
a fair
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
You help me, I'll help you.
Yes.
Yes.
My expedition-
Yeah, he's got a bit more going on than these 2 chuckle fucks back here.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the nice
Just imagining, Jack, you being the character, like just grabbing both of them, like both of your siblings, and being like, the second I find more interesting party members, we're never speaking again.
That's
Never
pretty much it,
once.
right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking care about these people.
A prisoner in the wretched gallows.
It's your family.
I don't care. I already don't like Hawk. We've been through this.
You barely even know Hawk.
I know enough.
Hawk's what you make her.
No, that I will argue that they
There's an
get.
element of Hawk is what you
There
make
is
her.
a way that you are definitely. This is not like
You want to
Origins
make
or
an appointment?
Inquisition. Their Hawk is not as much of a blank slate.
But there is still a level of influence you have over Hawk.
I feel
Sure,
like this is the most
but
real
it's-
wordy, though.
But it's
It has to be.
I would say like even like same thing with Shepard. It's like yeah, you can play Shepard away, but
Mhm.
But Shepard is very.
Shepard is Shepard.
Shepard is supposed to be like Paragon Shepard is the way that game is meant to be played,
Yeah.
Using mages in
with a
defense
handful of
is
renegade
right.
moments.
Now I will say if there was a way to play completely incompetent Shepard,
I play that
play that all
100% of the
day.
time. You can kind of play incompetent Inquisitor, which is fun.
Any mage in such circumstances.
Cannot hear the word Among Us without
Better make this good.
thinking about that fucking game.
So sus.
Someone,
Big face.
yeah, I know it is big sussy baka. If fucking someone, I was in a GameStop. I don't know why. I was just there.
Sometimes Jack just wakes up at GameStop.
I was at a GameStop and I heard they were talking about Wolf Among Us 2, and I had the exact same like visceral reaction when I heard the words Among Us.
Among Us.
Fucking 2020 and 2021 has ruined me.
It's ruined me too, man.
Yeah.
Different ways, but